In a world that rarely slows down, it takes intention to rest. Every notification, every thought, every plan, they all compete for your attention. But here, in this space, we do the opposite. We pause, we breathe, we rest. Welcome back to ZzzzLEAP, where we leap toward better sleep one peaceful night at a time. I am Gabriel. If you have been listening since the start, thank you for being a part of this quiet journey, and if you are new here, welcome. You have found a place made for slowing down, learning about sleep, and gently taking care of your mind at the end of your day. But before we begin, I would like to share something honest with you in this episode. Creating ZzzzLEAP takes a lot of time, focus, patience, and quiet energy. Every episode you hear, from writing to researching to recording to editing, is something I built carefully, piece by piece, and often late into the night. I do it because I believe sleep deserves more space in our lives, and because I want to grow this into a place that genuinely helps people rest better. But truthfully, I don't always know how these episodes lands with you. And that's why your feedback matters so much. It helps me understand what resonates, what works, and what could help you even more. So, even a small comment or a message, or sharing this with someone who's struggling with rest, that makes a lot of difference. Your voice could help this space grow and guide me in shaping what comes next. So, if you're listening and this podcast brings you a sense of calm or clarity, let me know. Because while I create these episodes for you, your feedback, your presence, and your support are what keeps me going and keeps these episodes coming to life. So, in our last episode, the impact of voice and sound on sleep, we explored how tone, rhythm, and soundscapes influence the way our mind drift, dream, and recover. And so, while researching for that episode, I found some fascinating things about sounds. So, sounds not just help us calm down and relax or fall asleep, but they also help us focus and recover and even heal our bodies physically. This might sound strange, but even nature seems to notice. Take the sound of a cat's purr, for example. Studies have shown that a cat's purring usually falls between 25 and 150 hertz, a range that overlaps with frequencies used in physical therapy and bone recovery. So, some researchers believe those vibrations may stimulate healing in bones and muscles. So, when your cat curls up on your chest and starts purring, it's not just comfort, it's a gentle kind of vibrational medicine. And in its own way, white noise and other steady frequencies work on a similar principle. They bathe the body in consistency, a kind of sonic stillness that tells your nervous system you're safe now. And as we discussed in the last episode, there is not only white noise, there are a whole variation and spectrum of noises. So, the name of a white noise comes from the idea of white light. White light is made up of all the colors of the visible spectrum blended together, every wavelength shining at once. In the same way, white noise contains all the audible frequencies of sound, from the lowest rumbles to the highest tones, played at an equal intensity. And as I mentioned, I was originally thinking about an episode about white noise, but the deeper I went, the more I came across brown noise and pink noise. And so instead of choosing one sound over another, I realized each could serve a different moment of your day or night. Because sleep isn't a one size fits all kind of solution. Each of us moves through rhythms. Some nights we need to drift, others need to recover, sometimes simply to focus and create. And that understanding becomes the seed for what comes next. And to serve you better as a listener of this podcast, I wanted to turn that discovery into something practical and lasting. Something you could return to whenever you needed it, not just an idea, but a tool. So, I will be creating 3 extended sound episodes, each around 9 hours long. So, think of them as long, gentle sound companions designed to stay with you quietly and steadily throughout the night or your working day. And so, of course, I will be making a 9 hour long episode of white noise that is for helping you fall asleep faster and deeper, and to soften the edges of distractions, and especially if you live in a busy city with a lot of traffic, it will help you with sleeping better. And of course, white noise is proven to help with concentration as well. But additionally, I would make an episode on pink noise, so 9 hours long pink noise episode that is proven to help with deeper recovery and restorative rest. And the last one that is not directly related to sleep, I would be making a 9 hours long brown noise episode, which is proven to help with concentration, studying, and mindful work. And each of these will begin with a short guided moment to set the tone, and then they continue seamlessly for hours, no interruptions or ads. So you can play them while falling asleep, while journaling, reading, working, or simply being and breathing. And you can make a routine of coming back to these every night. You need a little extra help with falling asleep or staying asleep, or whenever you feel like you need extra help with concentrating and working on something. And that has always been in the heart of ZzzzLEAP podcast, creating small rituals of rest that you can come back to and return to until they become second nature. So I would say this episode is a gentle doorway, a pause between learning and doing, from understanding rest to living it, from studying sleep to allowing it. So these new soundcast or sleepcasts, white, pink, and brown, I will be releasing them pretty soon, possibly even together with this episode if I have enough time. And if you're ready to drift into sleep, start with white or pink noise. And if you're ready to focus or create or work mindfully, play the brown noise edition and let it steady your thoughts. And whichever you choose, give yourself permission to stay with it for as long as you need it. You can put a timer for a nap, you can put on a timer for a study session, but the idea of the 9 hours is just for you to be able to listen to one of these throughout the night if you feel like you need it. But before we close tonight, a gentle reminder. Everything I research and share in here is meant to support you. It's not to diagnose or replace professional care. ZzzzLEAP is a self-help and well-being podcast. It's not a medical service. So If you experience ongoing sleep problems, insomnia, anxiety, or health issues, please reach out to your doctor or a qualified sleep therapist. Sometimes the most powerful step towards better sleep is knowing when to ask for help, and that is completely okay. And as we close tonight's episode, just remember rest is a practice, it is not a performance. It's something you get better at each time you return to it. I am Gabriel, and this has been episode 3 of the ZzzzLEAP podcast. You can listen to ZzzzLEAP on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. You can comment on those platforms. Or if you would like to share your thoughts more personally, you can reach me at ZzzzLEAP, that is 4ZLEAP at gmail.com or on Instagram. So now if you are ready to drift off, you can continue right after this with one of our extended sleep casts. And as always, sleep not only adds years to your life, but life to your years. Until next time, sleep well, focus deeply, and be kind to your tired self.